Hello viewers, I am Dr. Pradeep Chauhan. I am teaching at Kurukshetra University. I have been visiting fellow to Paris School of Economics, Oxford University, University of California, Berkeley, Tokyo University, etc. Today I am going to talk about the COVID-19 and its impact on Indian economy. As you all know, this coronavirus started from China and now spreading all over the world, affecting US, Western Europe very badly. The affected persons crossed 2 million mark and the deaths also crossed the 1 lakh mark. India is also fighting with this COVID-19 and with the WHO protocol, keeping the social distancing, washing hands and enhancing your immunity, we are locked down in India. So government is doing all efforts. They started giving some packages. The fight is right now is like lives versus livelihood, and there is a contest between COVID-19 and the economies. Here I am going to tell what the government should do right now. As we learn from the past, this time this is going to be a great recession. The Great Depression, it happened in 1929, but that was a depression because of some issues of economics, like the demand side and supply side. And at that time, one economist, which we call him John Maynard Keynes, gave some panacea to sort out the issues at that time, and recession was over in 5 years. But now, because it's a new kind of situation, it's not only the economic recession. At the same time, this is a disease. This is an inverse relationship, I can say, between the COVID-19 and the economic activities. More the virus affect, lesser the economic activities. All over the globe, there is a breakdown, economic activities has been stopped. Now what should we do? There is a need. Again, we have to take some clue from the Keynes, which he gave in 1930s. Like, we have to take care of the demand side. Government intervention is very important. So in that way, fiscal policy is very important. Government should go for, huge spending. Government gave one package which is like less than 1% of the GDP. Japan gave the package which is like around 20% of the GDP. Many countries gave the packages more than 5% to 10%. So now India should also think about that, and the package should be given up to 10% of the GDP. And if you give the 10% of GDP package to take care of the organized sector and unorganized sector, government should assure each and everyone that there will be no loss of a single job in the organized sector. In unorganized sector, we have to give them the livelihood money, as Joseph Stiglitz called it, a helicopter money. I call it because it is a drone era. It is a drone money should reach to each and every needy people in India. We have more than we can say 15 crore laborers, families, farmers' families. They should be given a good amount of money in the beginning, so that they can be assured that you don't worry, you're being locked down. But at the same time, we should also start some economic activity with all protocols. So we shouldn't care right now about the deficit financing. We should scrap FRBM Act. The states should be given the power of overdrafting. They can go for huge overdrafting, and RBI should be prepared for printing of notes, huge printing of notes. We call it a deficit financing. It is again a Keynesian notion. So how much package should be there? From my mind, it should be more than 20 lakh crore rupees right now, because we have to give the support to each sector, whether it is aviation sector, because no flight is there, they are giving salaries to the people, otherwise they will start the retrenching. They already started the retrenching of the employees. We should give some support to all the sectors in the corporate sector. We should also give some support to the service sector. Restaurants are being closed, people cannot work from home at restaurant, they should be given some package. In agriculture sector, agriculture is affected very badly, poultry is gone, poultry should be given a package, fishery should be given a package. Similarly, floriculture, flowers, they should be given immediate relief. Government should think about the selected waiving of loans in the agriculture sector immediately, and government should also ensure the harvesting in the green revolution area, Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. The crops are ready to be harvested, so that should be done. That should be linked with the Manrega. Farmers should be ensured that labor supply will be there, so that they can not only harvest, they can actually sell their crops either in the mandis or at their door. So these are some measures. Beside these, government should also relax. GST should be reduced in some areas, and government should try to start economic activities, production of consumer goods, pharmaceutical and other very important areas which are required. So that is very necessary to keep the consumption. If consumption gone, economy will go, as well as people will be in trouble. There will be hunger, and if it will not be done, there is a danger of unrest also. So these are some steps government should take immediately. They should go for unprecedented measure, big measure, because this is a time we should think about a very short measures, short measure and medium measure. In the long run, as Keynes said, we all are dead. So this is a testing time for the government. It is a testing time for its management, administration, and it is a testing time how to run the government also through e-governance, digitalization, and some other way should be sorted out. And this is a time for innovation. It is a time for automation. It is a time for robotics. So from that point of view, this is really a test for the governments. Like many governments are doing very well, like people are applauding the Kerala government, people are applauding the central government also for doing best possible measure right now. But we need to do more and more, and very soon. We shouldn't delay that. It is a time of great uncertainty and risk. So under great uncertainty and risks, the modeling is very difficult, taking decision is very difficult, but the decision makers, policy makers, government has to take very bold decisions, and it is a testing time to take those big decisions. Thank you very much.